Hi, Alan. Vanakkam. This is Arun, your Mindset Marinator. If you are the one who talks too much about your limitation rather than the possibility, then this video is for you. Okay, we'll quickly get into the context. In my mentoring journey, I've talked to so many in college students, working professional, and different people in the walk of life. And during the conversation, one thing they keep saying is that their limitation in a simple terms that which you're not able to do. Okay, for example, someone might have a limitation in expressing their thought. In a simple terms, it could be their communication skill. Okay, someone might have a limitation in grasping things. Someone might have limitations in the basic thinking. Okay, someone will have a limitation in doing their job perfectly. Say, assume a driver who drives a bus. Okay, he might have a limitation. You know what? I may not be able to the driver example may not be a good example, but I'm just saying the driver might have some limitation which makes him not to move to the next stage. Likewise, uh, someone who works in a company might have such certain limitation which impedes them their growth to the next stage. That's a limitation. Okay. Normally, people keep talking about the limitation, but they don't speak anything about what are the possibilities to get that done. Correct? In this video, I wanted to share how you can bifurcate these two things. One is your limitation and one is the possibilities. Because what typically happens is that a mind is designed in such a way, if you think too much about your limitation, then it doesn't show up anything on the possibilities. The moment you start changing your thinking towards the possibility rather than the limitation, then you know what, you see altogether a new world out there, because your mind start to think the possibility how you can get that done, how you can get that solved. Make sense? Okay, I would like to give some of the examples how how I faced certain limitations in my life and how I was able to see things in a possibility angle and how that made me to break the barriers. Okay, I can give you different dozens of example. The one simple example I can say is that when I used to be small, I used to live in a small hut. Okay, and and during that time I had this dream of living in a nice place, but I had this limiting belief just kept telling that, hey, Arun, you cannot go there, you cannot build a house. Those kind of the limiting belief just engulfed me, just literally swallowed me. But I did not stop just by thinking about the limitation. Rather, I started to think, what are the possibilities I can I can think of, right? And then I did quite a few things, and things just started to fall in place. And now I live in a relatively good house. That could be one simple example. Likewise, even when it comes to the communication, I had a limiting belief that I'll not be able to express myself. I'll not be able to communicate well with others. I had so many limiting belief limitations. But the moment I start to think of the possibilities, what I did, I try to just do something to develop those skills, right? And now you can see that I'm able to express my thought, my thinking. I have a YouTube channel, and I work with different directors and different levels of executive people in the corporate journey, in the corporate world, right? In this process of the limitation and the and the possibilities, right? One thing comes into picture that you need to learn certain skill. This is where most of them really fail. The more you look and focus on the limitation, you will not be able to learn the needed skill. But the moment you start think of the possibility, then things will fall in place. That's what exactly happened in my life. Again, I did not achieve too much in my life, but at my age and at this stage, and I feel that I have reached to a place where I have a brand, and I have certain followers, and there are quite a few things that I'm doing, which I feel that itself a kind of a milestone. It just because that I was focusing on the possibility rather than the limitation. Okay. And this is a simple message I wanted to tell to you, right? I know you also, the viewers also might run into different problems, different situation in life. Rather than focusing on the limitation what you have, start change your focus and attention on the possibilities, and that's where the magic happens. And for that you need to start work on your mindset. That's one thing I've been doing on for many years now, close to 30 years now. And it's a journey, right? Even you can start that at any point of time. Start work on your mindset. When you start work on your mindset, you will start look on the possibility rather than the limitation. When the possibility just unfold or rather start showing up in front of you, and that's where the magic happens, and that's where you feel that you started to live your life. Okay, so that's a simple message I want to share through this video. Otherwise, wishing good luck. We'll see you in my next week with at another different topic. Thank you so much, friends, for your time. Bye bye, take care now.